In this video, I'd like to demonstrate how the three admin assistant applications can be used to distribute administrative tasks on FirstClass without having to give the users admin or sub-admin privileges. I'll take you through a scenario of creating a new user and managing that user over a number of different tasks. Here I am logged in as Emily Heydrich, who is the student admin assistant. Notice that she does not have the admin menu option in FirstClass, so she can't perform any administrative functions except for those that have been programmed into these applications. So let's create a new user using the FC Regisassistant application. The module resides inside her Student Registrations Conference. She'll open the application and start to enter the user's name. His name is Joe Schmo, and he's going to be assigned to Alpha Secondary School, and he's also going to be a member of the Students' Council. So we select Students' Council from the drop-down list and add it to the list. We're going to send a secondary email to the Alpha School Registrations Conference, and we'll click on Register. Notice that a user already exists, so we're going to have to add a middle initial for Joe. And we'll register Joe. The account has been created. If Emily had a lot of registrations to do, she could do batch registrations and then drop a batch file onto this filing cabinet and match up the fields and create all the registrations all at once. However, for this demonstration, we've just shown the initial single registration. A new message has been delivered to Alpha School Registrations, and we see the information in the message here that the account was created as Joe K. SCH as per the parameters with the password 7QU. So we'll log in as this user now, and as I do, a couple of things kick in. First of all, we see that the password criteria doesn't match, so he's going to have to change his password. And this is just standard FirstClass stuff. Setting the minimum password requirements on a user group to be less than the length of the password that you used when you created it. And another thing that's happened is that an automatic message has opened up talking about an acceptable use agreement. And this is where FC authorization has been applied. We are going to require this student to complete an acceptable use agreement before he's going to get full permissions. Before we do that, let's take a look at his mailbox. We'll see that he does have a registration message that was sent through the FC Regisassistant, but his privileges have been restricted. For example, if he tries to address a message to a user on the system who we know exists, he gets no matches found. These are one of the restrictions that have been applied until he accepts his acceptable use policy. So let's go back and accept this agreement. He opens it, sees what the agreement is, selects his school, and clicks on Submit. A message appears indicating that his agreement has been accepted, and when I close this off, we notice now he has two new conferences on his desktop. When I open his mailbox and now try and create a new message to an existing user, we see that it now exists. And a copy of the agreement is in his mailbox as well, the one that he sent with his name signed at the bottom. The final application is the FC Group Manager, and Emily is allowed to manage all students through the Manage My Groups folder, and inside here, the Group Manager application. She can now select any one of her groups and see all of the people who are registered in that particular school. Notice if we go to Alpha School, we see that Joe K. Schmo is here, and she has the ability to change his password to something else if he forgets it. So for example, changing it and confirming, we can make that change. If Joe transfers schools, she can remove him from this group, which is the Alpha School group, select another school, such as Beta School, enter his name, and notice that there are two Joe Schmoes, so we select the correct one and add him to that group. She also has the ability to email the entire group by selecting that button and composing a message which would be sent out to all of the members of that group. So if you want to find out more information about any one of these applications, check out these web links to see full videos of all of them in action.